Every single day, your kidneys work like two tireless guardians, filtering your blood over 40 times a day. They remove waste, balance fluids, and keep your internal chemistry in harmony. But in our modern world, these vital organs are under constant attack. Not from something dramatic or sudden, but from slow, silent damage that builds up over time. Most people have no idea that their daily habits, what they eat, drink, and even how they live, are putting incredible strain on their kidneys. Let's start with one of the most common root causes: dehydration. The majority of people walk around slightly dehydrated without realizing it. The kidneys need water to flush out toxins, but when the body doesn't get enough, those toxins and waste products start to accumulate. Over time, the urine becomes more concentrated and tiny mineral deposits begin to form, the foundation of kidney stones. This thick, concentrated fluid also irritates the delicate tissues in the kidneys, leading to inflammation and long-term wear. Simply not drinking enough clean, pure water each day forces your kidneys to work harder than they should. Then there's the food we eat. Processed foods, fast foods, and snacks loaded with preservatives, sugar, and sodium are major contributors to kidney stress. Salt, especially, is a hidden enemy. When sodium levels rise in the blood, the kidneys have to work overtime to excrete it. This process raises blood pressure, damages the tiny blood vessels in the kidneys, and makes it harder for them to filter properly. Many people think that only table salt matters, but most of it comes from packaged and processed foods, soup, sauces, chips, and breads. Over the years, this steady overload of salt silently weakens kidney function. Sugar is another major culprit. High sugar intake doesn't just raise your risk of diabetes, it directly affects kidney health. When blood sugar levels spike regularly from sodas, desserts, and refined carbs, it damages the microscopic filters inside the kidneys called nephrons. These filters become scarred and less efficient, leading to a gradual decline in function. Even those who aren't diabetic can experience sugar stress on their kidneys if their diets are filled with sweetened drinks and processed carbs. Another quiet toxin that sneaks into everyday life is excessive protein, especially from animal sources. Protein is essential, but too much of it, especially from red meat and processed meats, forces the kidneys to work harder to eliminate urea and other waste products created during protein metabolism. Over time, this constant burden leads to strain and fatigue in the kidneys. Many people who follow high-protein diets for long periods don't realize they're overworking their renal system. The use of medications also plays a major role in silent kidney damage. Over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen, naproxen, and certain anti-inflammatory drugs are harsh on the kidneys when taken too often or in high doses. These drugs reduce blood flow to the kidneys, making it difficult for them to receive enough oxygen and nutrients to function properly. People often take them casually for headaches, joint pain, or even daily aches, unaware that these small pills can cause long-term harm when used regularly. Another factor that contributes to toxin buildup is exposure to chemicals from cleaning products, air pollution, pesticides, and even skincare products. Your kidneys, along with your liver, are responsible for filtering and excreting many of these chemicals from your body. When exposure becomes too frequent, the body can't eliminate everything efficiently and toxins begin to accumulate in tissues and organs. Lifestyle habits also play a huge role. Sitting for long hours, lack of movement, poor sleep, and chronic stress all disrupt circulation and hormonal balance. When blood doesn't flow properly, it carries fewer nutrients and less oxygen to the kidneys, which slows down their natural cleansing process. Stress releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which raise blood pressure and further strain the kidneys. Even something as simple as consistently skipping meals or sleeping less than 6 hours a night adds up over the years. All of these factors, dehydration, poor diet, sugar overload, excessive protein, painkiller use, environmental toxins, and chronic stress quietly weaken the kidneys. The damage doesn't happen overnight, which is why most people ignore it. There are no immediate symptoms, no sharp pain to warn you. The kidneys are resilient and continue to function even when they're under stress. But that's what makes the problem so dangerous. By the time fatigue, swelling, or other signs appear, the damage has already been taking place for years. Understanding this is the first step toward change. Once you realize how much your daily choices affect these vital organs, you can begin to make small, meaningful shifts. Drinking more water, eating real foods, resting well, and choosing natural over processed. The kidneys don't ask for much, only that you give them the care and respect they deserve for the endless work they do behind the scenes. When you protect them, they protect you every moment of your life. Your body is an incredible self-healing machine. Every single day, it works around the clock to neutralize, process, and eliminate toxins. Waste products that come from the food you eat, the air you breathe, the water you drink, and even your own metabolism. The kidneys, liver, lungs, skin, and digestive system all play a role in this constant detoxification process. But when your body becomes overloaded with too many toxins, especially from modern lifestyles, your kidneys often bear the heaviest burden. Let's start with what normally happens inside a healthy body. Every minute, your kidneys filter about half a cup of blood, removing waste, excess minerals, and fluids to form urine. They separate what your body needs, like nutrients, electrolytes, and water, from what it doesn't. This process keeps your blood clean and chemically balanced. Alongside the kidneys, your liver breaks down toxins, converting fat-soluble chemicals into water-soluble compounds that can be flushed out through urine or sweat. Your lungs exhale carbon dioxide, your intestines eliminate solid waste, and your skin releases impurities through your pores. It's a beautiful, synchronized system when it's supported properly. However, the modern world has introduced a new challenge. We're surrounded by far more chemicals and artificial substances than our ancestors ever faced. Pesticides, preservatives, food additives, synthetic fragrances, plastics, and pollutants. Add to that the sugar, alcohol, caffeine, and processed foods that dominate most diets, and your detox systems quickly become overwhelmed. When the body is overloaded, toxins that were supposed to be filtered out begin to circulate longer in the blood. The kidneys, trying to keep up, work harder and harder, but over time their filters, the nephrons, become inflamed and less efficient. The overload begins subtly. When you eat processed foods high in sodium, preservatives, and trans fats, your liver and kidneys must neutralize the chemical residues and excess minerals. When you drink alcohol or sugary beverages, the liver produces byproducts like acetaldehyde, which can irritate and inflame kidney tissue as it's excreted. Even seemingly harmless habits like consuming artificial sweeteners or drinking multiple cups of coffee every day create an acidic internal environment that taxes your kidneys. Another major source of toxic overload comes from medications. The kidneys are responsible for filtering out the byproducts of most drugs. Overuse of painkillers, antibiotics, and even certain supplements can create buildup that slows filtration. The kidneys can handle small amounts over time, but constant exposure is like running an engine without oil. It will keep going for a while, but eventually the strain causes wear and tear. When toxins build up faster than the body can eliminate them, symptoms appear, though often quietly at first. You may feel fatigued, foggy, or bloated. Your skin might break out, or you might notice a dull ache in your lower back. You might sweat less, urinate less, or retain more water. These are signs that your natural detox pathways are struggling to keep up. But here's the empowering part. Your body has an incredible ability to recover and rebalance if you give it the support it needs. Natural detoxification doesn't mean extreme cleanses or fasting. It means giving your body the nourishment an environment it needs to do its job efficiently. Water is the foundation. It keeps your blood thin and helps flush waste through your urinary system. Think of it as rinsing the filters in your kidneys. Every glass of clean water you drink lightens their workload. Adding lemon, cucumber, or mint to your water can help alkalize and enhance the flushing process. Next, whole plant-based foods are key. Fruits and vegetables like watermelon, cucumber, celery, spinach, beets, and parsley are naturally hydrating and rich in antioxidants. These compounds help neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and tissues, before they can harm your kidneys. Fiber from vegetables and whole grains also sweeps waste through your intestines, keeping toxins from being reabsorbed into your bloodstream. Sweating is another natural detox pathway. Regular movement, exercise, or even time in a sauna encourages the release of toxins through your skin. Deep breathing cleanses your lungs, improves oxygen flow, and supports better circulation, helping your kidneys receive the nutrients and oxygen they need to regenerate. Sleep is equally important. While you rest, your body repairs tissues and releases growth hormones that support organ regeneration. The kidneys actually filter blood more efficiently when you're well rested because cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones that constrict blood vessels, are lower. Chronic stress or sleep deprivation, on the other hand, keeps those hormones high, limiting blood flow to the kidneys and slowing detoxification. Finally, herbal support can make a meaningful difference. Dandelion root, nettle leaf, and parsley are traditional herbs that promote gentle kidney cleansing and urine flow. They don't force detoxification, they simply support the body's natural rhythm of filtration and renewal. True detoxification is not about short-term cleanses or quick fixes. It's about creating balance, lessening the toxic load that enters your body and enhancing the body's own ability to remove what doesn't belong. When you nourish your kidneys, hydrate deeply, eat clean foods, and live in alignment with nature, your body naturally purifies itself. The kidneys don't ask for perfection. They just need your support, your awareness, and a consistent flow of clean fuel to keep doing the miraculous work they do every single day. The human body is remarkably intelligent. It always gives gentle signals when something is off balance. But most of us have learned to ignore them. When it comes to kidney health, those signals are often quiet and easy to dismiss. The kidneys rarely cause pain or obvious discomfort in the early stages of imbalance. Instead, they whisper through subtle changes in energy, appearance, and body function. Unfortunately, these whispers often go unnoticed until the kidneys are already under serious strain. Understanding these early warning signs is one of the most important ways you can protect your health before real damage occurs. One of the first and most common signs of kidney imbalance is unexplained fatigue. When your kidneys aren't filtering waste properly, toxins begin to build up in the bloodstream. This makes your body work harder to maintain balance, leaving you feeling tired even after a full night's sleep. The kidneys also produce a hormone called erythropoietin, which signals your bone marrow to create red blood cells. When the kidneys are under stress, this hormone drops and oxygen levels in your tissues decline, leading to persistent tiredness, weakness, and a heavy, drained feeling that no amount of caffeine can fix. Another sign many people overlook is puffiness or swelling, especially around the eyes, ankles, or fingers. This happens when the kidneys can't remove extra fluid from the body efficiently. You might wake up with swollen eyelids or notice that your shoes feel tighter than usual by evening. It's easy to blame these changes on salt intake, lack of sleep, or even the weather. But they're often your body's way of saying that water balance isn't being properly regulated. Changes in urination are another clear indicator of kidney stress. This can include urinating more frequently at night, producing foamy or bubbly urine, a sign of protein leakage, or noticing dark or cloudy or unusually pale urine. Some people experience a decrease in output altogether, while others notice a burning sensation or difficulty controlling the flow. Because these symptoms may come and go, many people brush them off, but any consistent change in urine color, frequency, or texture deserves attention. Skin issues are also linked to kidney function. When toxins accumulate in the blood, they often try to escape through the skin. You might develop dryness, itchiness, rashes, or even a yellowish tint. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's your body's backup detox system stepping in because your kidneys are overloaded. If you've noticed that your skin has become drier or itchier than usual without an obvious reason, it may be time to look deeper at your hydration and kidney health. Another subtle but telling sign is mental fog or difficulty concentrating. When waste products build up in the bloodstream, they can interfere with oxygen delivery to the brain. You may find it harder to focus, remember things, or stay mentally sharp throughout the day. Many people attribute this to stress or aging, but when it's combined with fatigue or poor sleep, it could be a signal that the kidneys aren't clearing toxins efficiently. Bad breath or a metallic taste in the mouth can also reveal trouble brewing beneath the surface. When waste builds up, it can alter your body chemistry and affect your saliva. Some people describe it as an ammonia-like smell or a constant off taste that doesn't go away with brushing. This is another sign that the kidneys are struggling to keep the blood clean. Muscle cramps, especially in the legs, can indicate electrolyte imbalance, something the kidneys normally regulate. When they're not functioning properly, calcium, potassium, and sodium levels can fluctuate, leading to spasms, stiffness, or restless legs. These cramps often strike at night or during periods of rest and may be dismissed as dehydration or overexertion. Temperature sensitivity is another overlooked clue. Some people with early kidney issues find themselves feeling colder than usual, even in mild weather. This happens because of reduced red blood cell production and slower metabolism due to toxin buildup. It's subtle but noticeable once you tune into your body. And finally, subtle changes in mood and sleep can also stem from kidney imbalance. The discomfort from toxin accumulation or swelling can interfere with rest, while hormonal changes linked to poor filtration can cause anxiety or irritability. Sleep disturbances, especially waking often to urinate, are an early pattern that deserves attention. It's important to remember that these signs don't always mean something is seriously wrong. The body has an incredible capacity to heal and rebalance, but awareness is key. When you start to notice these small changes, it's your body gently asking for support, more hydration, cleaner foods, rest, and less stress. The goal isn't to become fearful of every symptom, but to become more connected to your body's messages. When you listen early, you can act early, giving your kidneys the care they need long before the problem becomes serious. Your body always speaks to you with kindness. It doesn't shout unless it has to. Learning to hear its whispers, the fatigue, the puffiness, the dry skin, the foggy mind, is one of the most powerful forms of self-care you can ever practice. Your body was designed to heal itself, and one of the most beautiful ways it does that is through natural detoxification. Every heartbeat, every breath, and every drop of water you drink supports this internal cleansing process. The kidneys, liver, skin, and lungs all work together to remove what your body doesn't need and maintain harmony within. When you learn to support these natural systems instead of overloading them, your body rewards you with energy, clarity, and vitality that radiate from the inside out. Let's begin with the simplest and most powerful healer of all, water. Pure, clean water is nature's original detoxifier. It helps your kidneys flush out excess salt, urea, and waste that would otherwise build up in your bloodstream. Think of your kidneys like filters. When they're dry, they clog. When they're hydrated, they flow freely. Drinking enough water keeps those filters clean and efficient. Most people underestimate how much their bodies actually need. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already mildly dehydrated. Aim to sip water consistently throughout the day, not just in large amounts all at once. Start your morning with a glass of warm water and a squeeze of lemon. The lemon adds vitamin C, helps balance your pH, and gently stimulates both your liver and kidneys to wake up and start cleansing. Alongside water, herbal support can work wonders. Nature has given us plants that have been used for centuries to assist the kidneys in flushing toxins and promoting balance. Dandelion root is one of the most powerful. It acts as a natural diuretic, helping the body eliminate excess water and waste, while also providing minerals like potassium that prevent dehydration. Nettle leaf is another gentle detoxifier, rich in chlorophyll and antioxidants that reduce inflammation and support filtration. Parsley tea or adding fresh parsley to your meals can also boost urine flow and help cleanse your urinary tract. Even something as simple as drinking green tea daily provides antioxidants that protect the kidneys from oxidative stress and free radical damage. These are not harsh cleanses. They are gentle allies that work in harmony with your body's natural rhythm. Next comes diet, the foundation of lasting detoxification. Every meal is either cleansing or clogging your system. Choose foods that nourish your kidneys rather than burden them. Fresh fruits and vegetables, especially water-rich ones like cucumber, celery, watermelon, and leafy greens, help hydrate and alkalize your body. Beets and carrots support liver function, which in turn eases the kidneys' workload. Berries, particularly blueberries and cranberries, are powerful protectors, preventing infection and reducing inflammation in the urinary tract. At the same time, it's important to reduce foods that create extra waste for your kidneys to handle. Processed foods, refined sugars, excessive salt, and chemical additives all increase the body's toxic load. Limit alcohol, soda, and excessive caffeine. They dehydrate and acidify your system. Replace them with fresh juices, herbal teas, or infused water. Eating whole, plant-based meals filled with color and fiber helps move waste through your digestive tract efficiently, preventing toxins from being reabsorbed into your bloodstream. Movement is another natural detox method that many people overlook. Your body depends on circulation to transport nutrients and remove waste. When you move, even a simple walk, stretching session, or light yoga flow, you stimulate lymphatic flow, improve blood oxygenation, and help your kidneys receive the nourishment they need. Sweating through exercise or sauna use releases toxins through your skin, lightening the load on your kidneys. Deep breathing during movement oxygenates your blood, helping every organ function more efficiently. You don't need intense workouts. Consistent, mindful movement is far more effective for cleansing and renewal. Rest and sleep also play a key role in natural detoxification. During deep sleep, your body performs maintenance and repair, including kidney and liver regeneration. If you're constantly fatigued or sleep deprived, your detox systems slow down. A consistent sleep routine, 7 to 8 hours per night, allows your body to reset, balance hormones, and clear metabolic waste. Finally, mindset and emotional health are deeply connected to physical detoxification. Chronic stress releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can raise blood pressure and reduce blood flow to the kidneys. Learning to slow down, breathe deeply, and let go of tension helps your body move from a state of defense to one of healing. Meditation, journaling, time in nature, or simply being still with yourself are as cleansing for your emotions as water is for your body. The key to flushing toxins naturally is consistency. Small, daily acts of care rather than quick, extreme cleanses. Drink water like it's your medicine. Choose living foods that come from the earth. Move your body with gratitude. Sleep deeply and release stress whenever you can. When you live this way, you're not just detoxifying your kidneys. You're nurturing the whole system that keeps you alive and vibrant. Your body doesn't need punishment or deprivation to heal. It simply needs your cooperation. When you give it what it's asking for, hydration, nourishment, movement, and rest, it will always find its way back to balance. Every drop of water, every breath, every good choice is a message to your body that you care. And your body, in return, will respond with energy, clarity, and a renewed sense of life flowing freely through you. Your kidneys don't just need moments of care. They need consistency. Real protection doesn't come from a single cleanse, a special tea, or a week of healthy eating. It comes from what you do every single day. The quiet, steady habits that create balance and resilience within your body. The kidneys are like faithful workers who show up for you every moment of your life. When you show up for them through mindful, consistent choices, they thrive, and in return, your whole body thrives. Let's begin with one of the most underestimated protectors of kidney health, sleep. While you rest, your body performs deep, restorative work that can't happen when you're awake. Blood pressure naturally drops during quality sleep, giving your kidneys a break from filtering under high pressure. The body also uses this time to balance hormones, clear metabolic waste, and repair tissues. When you consistently sleep less than 6 or 7 hours, your stress hormones stay elevated, your blood pressure rises, and your kidneys stay in a constant state of tension. Over time, that stress weakens their filtration ability. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep each night isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's a gift of healing time for your kidneys and every other organ in your body. Next comes your daily nourishment. The food you eat is either medicine or a slow poison for your kidneys. A diet rich in fresh, whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds supports kidney function by providing antioxidants, fiber, and essential minerals. These foods reduce inflammation and keep your body's acid-alkaline balance in check. Leafy greens, cucumbers, and berries hydrate and detoxify. Whole grains and beans supply slow, steady energy without spiking blood sugar. In contrast, processed foods, fried snacks, and refined sugars create an acidic environment that forces your kidneys to work harder to maintain balance. Reducing salt and sugar is one of the simplest yet most powerful protective habits you can practice. Too much sodium raises blood pressure, damages the delicate vessels inside your kidneys, and encourages fluid retention. It's not just the salt you sprinkle on your food. The biggest culprits are packaged and processed foods like sauces, soups, breads, and fast food. Replacing these with homemade meals seasoned with herbs, lemon, and natural spices can dramatically lighten your kidneys' workload. Sugar, too, silently sabotages kidney health. It spikes your blood glucose, which over time damages the tiny blood vessels that filter your blood. Even if you're not diabetic, consuming sugary drinks, pastries, and refined carbohydrates puts pressure on your kidneys. Reducing sugar intake stabilizes your energy, supports your metabolism, and protects those microscopic filters from long-term damage. Small shifts, like swapping soda for water or dessert for fruit, create massive benefits when done consistently. Hydration is another cornerstone of kidney protection. Consistently sipping water throughout the day keeps your blood fluid and your filtration system clean. Aim for steady hydration, not chugging large amounts at once, but maintaining balance. Herbal teas, coconut water, and water-rich fruits are excellent ways to keep the body nourished and your kidneys flushing smoothly. Movement, too, plays a role in daily kidney protection. Regular physical activity improves circulation, regulates blood pressure, and supports healthy weight, all crucial for kidney health. You don't need intense workouts. Walking, stretching, yoga, or even gardening can make a difference. Movement keeps your lymphatic system active, helping your body eliminate waste naturally. Consistency is what ties all these habits together. The kidneys don't benefit from occasional bursts of effort. They thrive on rhythm. Just like your heart and lungs, your kidneys respond to patterns. If your lifestyle is erratic, dehydration one day, overindulgence the next, your body struggles to maintain balance. But if you commit to simple, steady habits, drinking enough water, choosing fresh foods, sleeping well, and managing stress, you create a stable environment where healing and regeneration become your body's default state. It's also important to listen to your body each day. When you feel tired, rest. When you feel thirsty, hydrate. When your body craves something light and fresh, honor that. Ignoring these natural cues forces your kidneys to work harder. Respecting them allows your body's wisdom to guide you back to balance. Managing stress is another key habit for kidney protection. Chronic stress increases cortisol and adrenaline, which raise blood pressure and reduce blood flow to your kidneys. Simple practices like deep breathing, gratitude journaling, spending time outdoors, or listening to calming music can help regulate your stress response. The calmer your internal environment, the easier it is for your kidneys to function efficiently. Ultimately, kidney protection isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about showing up for your body each day with small, consistent acts of care. Drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, rest when you need to. Move a little every day. Limit what clogs and overworks your system, and increase what nourishes and renews it. Over time, these habits don't just protect your kidneys, they transform your energy, mood, and overall vitality. Every healthy choice you make adds up like drops of water filling a river. And that river, flowing clean and strong through your body, is what keeps you alive, energized, and glowing. Protect your kidneys with love, consistency, and awareness, and they will serve you faithfully for a lifetime. True kidney health and true wellness overall is not only about what you eat or drink, it's also about how you live, how you think, and how you feel. Your mindset, your stress levels, and your emotional balance directly influence how your body functions. The kidneys are sensitive organs, not just to toxins in your food and environment, but to emotional toxins as well. They respond to your internal climate, the energy you carry each day. When your mind is calm and your spirit is balanced, your kidneys and indeed all your organs work in greater harmony. We often forget that stress is one of the most powerful disruptors of physical health. When you experience chronic stress, whether from work, relationships, finances, or even internal worry, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones prepare you for fight or flight, but when they're activated too often, they constrict blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and reduce circulation to organs like the kidneys. Over time, this constant state of alertness wears the body down, leading to inflammation, tension, and fatigue. The kidneys are especially affected because they rely on steady blood flow and balanced pressure to filter waste efficiently. Learning to manage stress isn't just about feeling peaceful. It's a physical necessity. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, mindfulness, and gentle movement can bring your nervous system back into balance. Even a few minutes of slow, intentional breathing can shift your body from a state of tension to one of healing. When your body feels safe and relaxed, blood vessels open, oxygen flows, and detoxification improves naturally. Stress management doesn't require perfection, it just requires awareness. Catch yourself in moments of tension, take a breath, and choose calm. Over time, this small act becomes a powerful habit that protects your kidneys and supports your overall vitality. Emotional calm is another key aspect of kidney health. In traditional healing philosophies, the kidneys are connected to fear and emotional stability. When fear, anxiety, or uncertainty dominate your life, it creates an inner vibration of tension that affects both the mind and body. Your kidneys, being sensitive regulators of balance, feel that emotional pressure. When you cultivate calmness, gratitude, and trust, you're not only soothing your mind, you're creating a biological environment of healing. Practicing calm doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It means creating space to process them in healthy ways, journaling, talking to a loved one, spending time in nature, or practicing mindfulness. When you release emotional pressure, your whole system relaxes and your organs can do their jobs more efficiently. Think of it like unclogging an energetic drain. When emotions flow freely, the body's physical flow improves too. Positivity and a hopeful outlook also play a surprisingly direct role in physical healing. Science continues to confirm what ancient wisdom has always known. Your thoughts influence your biology. When you think positive, life-affirming thoughts, your body releases hormones and neurotransmitters that reduce inflammation, improve immunity, and support organ function. Gratitude, compassion, laughter, and joy literally change your chemistry. They lower cortisol, improve heart rate variability, and enhance oxygenation, all of which benefit kidney health. It's not about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is fine. It's about choosing to focus on what uplifts you rather than what drains you. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge something beautiful. Your breath, a sunrise, a kind word, a simple act of self-care. These small moments of appreciation create ripples of healing energy throughout your body. Your lifestyle choices are extensions of this mindset. When you live with awareness, eating slowly, resting when you're tired, moving your body joyfully, connecting with nature, you support your kidneys on every level. The kidneys love balance. They thrive when you maintain a regular routine, consistent sleep, steady hydration, nourishing food, and peaceful surroundings. Even your environment affects them. A calm, uncluttered space reflects inner order and reduces stress signals that can subtly tax your organs. Try to build moments of peace into your daily life. Morning sunlight, a walk after dinner, a cup of herbal tea enjoyed in silence. These are not luxuries, they are medicine. They regulate your nervous system and remind your body that it is safe to heal. The truth is, the mind and body are not separate. Every thought sends a message to every cell. When you think kind thoughts, when you forgive, when you choose hope, you are creating biochemical harmony within. Your kidneys, those quiet guardians, respond to that harmony with smoother function, clearer filtration, and better balance. So, nurture a mindset of patience and positivity. Speak gently to yourself. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. Replace self-criticism with gratitude for how much your body already does for you. When you treat yourself with compassion, your body relaxes and begins to restore itself naturally. Long-term kidney health is built on this foundation of peace, emotional, mental, and physical. When you live with calm awareness, eat with intention, move with joy, and think with gratitude, you create an inner environment where healing isn't forced, it happens naturally. The most powerful detox, the most effective medicine, is the energy of balance, love, and calm that you cultivate within yourself every single day.